Hello everybody, welcome back to another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath cast. Today I thought I would inform you that in fact I am right here and I'm going to be commentating over another few games. Now this is for the tournament that's happening, the $100 winners April tournament that's happened recently, and I thought I'd just cast a few games from here. So today I think we'll be covering a game on Mountain Pass, I think this map is called. It's 1.03 version, and we have Futurama in the bottom there. We have a signed GDI representing him, and we have Gwaspari in the top playing as a blue nod. So this, I think that this game is automatically favoured for Futurama because I believe he's actually more experienced compared to his opponent. And I think this is probably going to be a win for him, but you know, that could be wrong. I probably hope I'm wrong. You know, we could get some close games. That'd be epic. But I feel like this one's probably going to be a short one, especially with the map. You know, the map itself is going to be it's a small map. We have every player. Well, each player has got 4 fields essentially. We've got 3 green and 1 blue in the corners, and it's a nice map. I think it's good for some short and sweet games, I believe. But we do have weighted buggies coming from the middle there. Now that I've stopped us grabbing the map, going to be having some scouts coming from not Futurama, Gwaspari. We do have the scouts coming out of that building. The building's obviously being damaged too much. Both players going for a scout and a expansion to their respective fields. We do have a foxhole coming from Futurama. Obviously that's to impede any scouts coming in from there. At least Futurama would know about them if Gwaspari had tried to be a little sneaky there. People's coming in. They're going to be harvester harassing there just a little bit. We do have a harvester over here, probably going to be long distancing, which isn't a surprise. I think Futurama is doing that. Yes, he is. And the Pitbull is unfortunately going to be killed by the attack bike, as we see there. So, yeah, it's basically both players doing the same. But I think Futurama definitely has an upper hand because he's GDI. Now, I believe as an early game tactic, AP ammo APC is actually really powerful. In fact, it's more powerful than Bite Buggy because Bite Buggy is very cheap, and Bite Buggy, both of those units are very fast. However, the power of GDI it basically negates any sort of concentration from Nod. Obviously, that's how the factions were made to be played out, but there's no real question here because once you pair the APCs not only with the upgrade but like with garrison infantry and some predator tanks and maybe some pitbulls with that force, that's going to be some huge damage. Even if you've got like loads of infantry here, which I think Gwaspari is actually going for right now. We've got a lot of medical rocket squads. We do have a few peoples at the top here as well. Got to be killing that harvester, unfortunately. Bit of a run time to go in long distance. We do have some attack bikes, also got to take some shots at the pitbull. And yeah, as I was saying, I think the GDI opener is really strong at the moment. It's almost unbearable if you know how to play it. I mean, if you know how to play Nod, of course, Nod's opener of Bite Buggy is really good. Normally they transition it into Scorpion Tanks for the extra punch. Early Orcas could counter that, but again, they could just switch back to Bite Buggies if there are a lot of Orcas on the battlefield. Tier 2 coming up for Futurama is going to be getting that AP ammo, I bet you. So, yeah, I think GDI has an incredibly powerful early game advantage here. But we do see Gwaspari proceeding through the middle of the map. I believe he's going to go for the tip spike. That's where he's looking like he's going. And a lot of the infantry is going to go through the Tiberium. So obviously they're going to be damaged, which is a silly move there. I don't think he minds though, because obviously he wouldn't have sent them through there otherwise. But yeah, I think along with the GDI, really a great early game advantage GDI has. And Futurama, I honestly think that this game will probably go to him. A couple of squads coming from Gwaspari there, but unfortunately they will get killed very quickly here because there's a lot of units piled around this Tiberium field. Yes, the infantry was harassing that tip spike, but they're not really destroying that. which is a little strange, but there we go. A lot of infantry coming out of that Hand of Nod. I've not seen him build this much infantry. Okay, here we go. We've got the APCs coming out of the war factory, and they've got AP ammo right now. As you can see, they shred infantry, which is what they should do. But because they've got the extra damage boost, they can also shred light vehicles and defenses and structures. So they become a really good counter for a lot of early game strategies. And look how they just tear through this laser turret here. The laser turret just barely does any damage. It's like one of the worst anti-vehicle structures in the game, I think. And yeah, the APC is too much pressure. Here comes a minefield, or is that a vapor bomb? No, that's a minefield coming down from Gwaspari, but I don't think he's going to be able to do anything against this force from Futurama. I honestly think this is going to be a GG, to be honest, because he's not going to be able to deal with all this. There we go. So he's sold off, and yeah, he's quit because there's like so much pressure on the front of his base. There's no way that Gwaspari can deal with that. He had basically nothing on the field. Infantry alone does not deal with APC. You need to be a little more defensive, possibly get some scorps out. But yeah, he only had infantry, so that was a big loss for Gwaspari. So now on to the second game. We'll be doing, I don't remember like what set this is, or if there's a best of 3 or whatever, but we'll get through all these replays. I just need to look how many there are. But anyway, I'll see you in a second. Alright everybody, here we are, game 2, and this is a best of 3 by the way, so I imagine that I think that Gwaspari will be winning this because there are 3 replays to commentate over. And if Futurama wins this, then obviously we'll look at the third one, but I don't think they'll be out of order because this is always automated. So this is going to be a match on Smashed Decision, obviously still 1.03, and we have Gwaspari playing as a pink GDI in the top position, and the bottom position is Futurama playing as a cyan GDI. So this is going to be a nice mirror, I think. But if this is the next game, then it's probably because Gwaspari lost to that very, very damaging APC push. And here comes the people from Futurama. Going to be doing a little MCV harassment. Wouldn't have moved the MCV right there when the pit ball was going past, because now you're taking quite a bit of damage on that MCV. I mean, if you're able to defend it, fair, but still, you wouldn't want to risk that damage in case something goes wrong. At least that's what I think personally. Or do I know? Because I don't really play the game properly. Anyway, we have a nice amount of harvesters for both players. A lot of infantry did actually go past when the video began. So obviously we've got a lot of riflemen. There was a big commotion in the city over here. We do have a foxhole near the blue tip as well, and there are a couple of foxholes on the bottom right there for both players, so that they can both monitor each other. So yeah, the both players just sending out a lot of riflemen, and here we go. We've got some missiles coming out there. We've got a rifleman coming from Futurama, trying to get going down by the pit bulls there. The watchtower also comes out, will get destroyed by, from the sell-off and everything, now that it's done its job. And both players seem to have gone for their expansion, I believe. Yes, they have, building barracks as well. At least Futurama has got his barracks out. Gwaspari is a little behind on his, it looks like, unless that's a refinery. That is definitely a refinery, so at least he's going to be getting some extra resources. Lots of infantry coming from Gwaspari, and he's going to be trying to get rid of that foxhole, eliminate Futurama's vision from that area. And we do have a few missiles coming out of the barracks there. You probably want to get more riflemen out there. There's Gwaspari's harvester going for the blue tip there. Won't really be doing much, apart from just gathering, and the foxhole won't be doing much damage either. At least the rifleman inside it, not the foxhole itself. But we do have the infantry coming in there. I don't think this will be a very good time right now, but this will probably easily be dealt with. Harvesters are going to be attacked here. I don't think one's going to go down, but you never know. Damaged one is going to be retreating, and all of them are going to be retreating. I personally would have tried to crush them. Obviously, there's always that chance that he's actually paying attention and scattering units, which would make it incredibly difficult. But that means you'd probably be putting a lot of pressure on your opponent, getting them to micro a lot of different places on the map. You're bound to make a mistake somewhere, and then because you're having to multitask so much, it's gonna definitely have an impact on the transition into mid-game. So we do have pitbulls from both players here. Gwaspari ending up with way more pitbulls. Looks like double the amount of Futurama. But Futurama has gone for the tank, which is going to be like the beefiest tier 1 unit that exists in this game. The Predator tank obviously takes the most damage compared to the Seeker and the Scorpion tank. And we do have a lot of infantry just scatting about here, probably trying to protect the Harvester. And I think Futurama is going to go for that foxhole kill as well, maybe moving up to the blue field as well, but we'll see to that in a minute. So the barracks is going to be put down here, the watchtower as well, and possibly some grenadiers are going to come out. That's what I assume is going to emerge from there. We've got a Predator tank parking itself near the tip. Yep, there comes the grenadiers. A lot of infantry getting put towards the base here. Armory going up, but that's a late armory compared to, well, actually, I don't even know if Futurama had one. I don't think so, now that I'm looking at it. Nope, he didn't. Okay, so that's fair enough. So I believe that because he's putting up a refinery, armory, he's going to be getting upgrades. He may even go snipers because of the amount of infantry that's on the battlefield. But we do have a bit of an infantry skirmish here. Hammerheads are going to be coming out and destroying those missile squads, and obviously we have AP Hammer on the watchtower as well. We won't really be doing much. But however, we do have the Hammerheads as well, which will do something, but they will get destroyed rather quickly. The Predator tanks taking care of the enemy tanks from Gwaspari. We do have a few infantry squads coming over there as well, and the garrisons have been destroyed obviously as well. But we do have also a skirmish over on the left side, Pitbull versus Pitbull from both players here, but I think Futurama managed to push them back because of these few sneaky missiles as well. One of the Pitbulls trying to be a hero, but Futurama mercifully leaves it alone. Not sure about this play actually. A lot of riflemen down there, but I think yeah, they'll probably be able to handle the Pitbulls. Pitbulls are rather weak, even though they're more tanky than light. They're still rather weak because you know they're only a fast light anti-vehicle, and then yeah. And MC moving up for Futurama. A bit of a risky move here. Glad that Gwaspari has not gone airfield. I think that's exactly why he was, at least that was one of the benefits of attacking him in the first place. He'll be able to see whether we're going airfield, so that such a move like this would be possible. Because if he was, then obviously he wouldn't do this, because the MCB would just get sniped. But yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a risky move, but I think he will make it to the tip field. Lots of Pitbulls just gathering up over this area. Will actually be getting killed. And Gwaspari will be losing that fight down in that area, and a lot of forces, tier 1 mainly, going to be grouping up near that field, that expansion there, and again for Gwaspari is doing the same. I think Gwaspari has slightly less. Tib is running dry on the spawn tip field there, but the harvesters are moving to the expansion, and I think this is going to be a nice showdown, but I think Futurama is definitely going to have an advantage. I mean, look how much production he has. Dual war factory, single barracks. And we do have for Gwaspari a tech center, single war factory, so he has had to sell off most of his production structures. He has to get that tier 3 out. I don't think it's going to be in time though. There's quite a lot on the table at the moment. We do have a lot of tanks, a lot of missiles and everything. Pitbull's coming in swathes as well. I think this might be the end for Gwaspari in game 2, to be honest, and we'll probably go into game 3. So I think this may be an out of order replay. We will see. This expansion may be threatened now, but no, actually it isn't, because most of the forces actually got killed. There we go. Gwaspari is defeated, and there we go. I thought this could be a best of 5, to be honest, but I didn't actually read the tournament details, so that's my fault. But yeah, nice game from Futurama and Gwaspari. I will see you in a second for the third game this time, and now my voice should be a lot louder now. I've noticed that the previous 2 recordings have in fact been a bit quiet, but because the game volume has been quiet as well, it shouldn't be a problem. Because of this recent Windows update, it's messed up all my audio settings, so I just wanted to record a game as well. I didn't want to postpone it any longer, which is why I'm having to mess with the audio settings while I'm recording it, which is a bit unprofessional, but I'm not wanting to do this as a professional thing because that's too much work at the moment. However, going into the game right now, we do have a map on Tournament Odyssey. We do have also Futurama in the top position playing as a Cyan Traveller 59, and we have a sell-off as well. We're going to be drafting out some buzzers to chase down Gwaspari's Scrin buzzer. He's going to be playing normal Scrin. Now immediately, Traveller 59 definitely has an advantage here, considering the fact that they have mind control. They are still the most OP faction in Kane's Wrath. There's been a lot of balancing issues concerning Traveller 59 because there just hasn't been a way to nerf the, or at least reduce the power of the cultists and the mastermind. The mastermind especially, because of the amount of abilities it has, the amount of chaos it can cause is quite insane. And they just haven't been able to deal with that at the moment. and it's been incredibly difficult to balance that out. So it's not really been sorted out yet. So still, I think Traveler 59 is definitely going to be the winning faction here, especially because it's been played by Futurama, and Traveler 59 will just be abused. This is a tournament, so you're probably just playing to win. You're not playing to play nice. So we're going to be seeing some mastermind action, I would assume, unless he kills his opponent in a tier 1 spam or something, like Gunwalker, possibly dissing Gunwalker, Seek, or something like that. The other thing about Traveler 59 is the other thing about some screen factions, especially Reaper 17, is that they don't have a great late game. They don't have a great late game answer they don't have a great late game at all, because yeah, you've got the upgraded trappers and everything, and yes, you've got the upgraded gunwalkers and all the Tiberium infused stuff, but it's not a lot. I mean, you don't have many options, because a lot of the units that Scrin has have had because of Traveler 59 and Scrim, they've been removed. And there are less options, basically, and it's going to be harder for Scrin to survive. You're going to have to stay in your base. It means, like, you know, if it's Reaper against GDI, then you're basically dead. Nice scout coming from Gwaspari. He'll be seeing a lot. But yeah, you're basically dead against GDI when you're playing Reaper, because the Reaper doesn't have a very good late game, and GDI has Juggernauts, and GDI has Firehawks, and GDI has AP ammo, and those 3 things alone are very powerful. They also have Zone Troopers and Hammerheads, so they have a lot of options. Reaper 17 doesn't have many. I mean, you have the Gunwalkers with the upgraded shards, and then you have the Seekers. I think they also share the shard upgrade. I don't know if attenuated force fields are on Reaper units. I don't think so, but it's hard to remember. I've not played this game in a while. And yeah, it's basically impossible. But I think Traveler 59 is basically the faction you want to go as when you're playing with Scrin. Of course, Scrin itself, the base faction, is also viable, but I don't think is quite as good as Traveler. But you know, if you want to play like a decent game and not be an absolute horrible person, then play normal Scrin instead of Traveler. Here we go, Cultists coming out. There we go. That's the Culty boys. Oh man, yeah, you can see the chaos is about to erupt. Four squads, and yeah, this is probably going to be I try and take over your high tier units or something like that. But a lot of Gunwalkers and Distance being sent over to the expansions, which oddly enough are actually getting captured, which is a little interesting. You don't really see them getting used. I suppose they're a little underappreciated right now. But we do have an attack coming from Gwaspari. He's going to be trying to get rid of the Harvesters. Also, I must also admit, the Seekers don't do great Harvester damage. I mean, I think they might be the weakest going against Harvester. So, they're not really great at they're great at harassing, but they're not actually good at killing. But here comes a phase from Futurama. He's definitely going to be saving the Harvester. Oh, nice kill coming from our Mechapede there. Definitely going to be getting rid of those Seekers very quickly. And another thing, the Mechapedes. Oh my goodness, the Mechapedes are so strong, especially with the Shard upgrade and the Disc Launchers upgrade. They are insane. The damage on them is just ridiculous. You get 3 of them together, and then you get loads of shards and a few discs for anti-air. They just annihilate everything. I have used them and obviously been beaten by them. They are just insane. So, in case you are wondering whether Mechapedes are good, they definitely are good in the current state of PvP right now. Well, especially on 1.02. I'm not too sure how they are on 1.03, but definitely on 1.02 you can just use them, and they are a legitimate win condition. You can use them and win with only Mechapedes. You really could. But yeah, normally people tend to do that. But at the moment, it doesn't look like he's not going to. It doesn't look like he's going to get much of a chance to use them. A few cultists, actually 6 squads. That's quite scary. Going to be trying to send to the enemy base there. But yeah, Futurama having lots of options right now. Stormriders even coming out there. And they're going to be trying to snipe something. I'm not too sure exactly what they're going to be damaging, but Futurama has a huge advantage right now. Gwaspari has nothing. The amount of units that Futurama has right now is quite insane. Oh, actually, they're Gwaspari's fighters. I didn't even realise until just now. Depth Time's doing some damage against the Mechapedes, but unfortunately, they won't actually do much. Also, this tournament is a best of 5, so this is why we're doing 3 replays. And yeah, these Mecha P's doing some strong damage. I mean, already we've got quite a few, and they're just tearing apart everything. You've only got 6 of them. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 of them. Alright, you've got 7 of them on the field. I mean, okay, that's unit spam, but that's not many Mechapedes, and look how much damage they're doing. That's quite an insane unit. Tripod's coming out, they're not really going to do that much against Mechapedes. And yeah, Gwaspari is dead. He is dead. He's not got a defensive strategy that he can use to opt out of losing. So he's just dead. Oh wait, maybe he's going to try something. This is going to be interesting. The Mecha P is going to be retreating there, and we do have some anti-air over there. Oh look, there we go. Graspari's quit. So yeah, there you go. I mean, I wasn't joking when I said that. I wasn't. Oh god. I wasn't joking when I said that the Mechapedes are just insane to use, because it seems that on 1.03 they've been nerfed a little, but they're still really powerful. I mean, 1.02 they're even more powerful than 1.03, and they are just ridiculously powerful, and you can just win with them alone. But that just proves that, you know, Mechapedes are just still quite good units to use. And it's Traveller 59 alone. Traveller 59 alone is like the most OP faction at the moment, so you're probably going to win. I mean, at the most, I think Gwaspari should have tried to opt into Traveller himself, but I think they might have both been going random. I don't know. If they chose their factions, I would have suggested going Traveller, because if your opponent is going Traveller, you're not really going to have much chance to try and counter that. So just go Traveller yourself. But there are 3 games, everybody, on Kane's Wrath. Hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video, everybody. Oh, by the way, just as a reminder, any replays you want me to cast, PM me on Discord. My taggy thingy is in the description. Hope you have another nice day, and I'll see you in the next one.